Hendri Coetzee was a renowned South African kayaker and expedition leader known for his daring adventures on some of the world's most treacherous rivers. Leading a group of seasoned kayakers, he set out on a mission to navigate uncharted water and document development initiatives in the region. However, in 2010, something tragic occurred during one of his daring expeditions in the heart of Africa with a 2,000-pound crocodile. Stay tuned to find out the gripping story of bravery, danger, and the untamed spirit of exploration. Hendri Coetzee, a South African adventurer and author, grew up in South Africa. In 1986, his family moved to Pretoria in time for Coetzee to start high school, which he found boring except for drama classes and theater productions. Shortly after he graduated in 1993, Coetzee's parents divorced. After graduating, he embarked on a journey of travel before joining the military. Returning to Africa in 1997, he sought adventures along the Zambezi River, known for its thrill-seeking tourists. Landing a job with Peter Meredith's Whitewater Rafting Company despite having no prior kayaking experience, Henry quickly adapted, becoming a skilled guide through the challenging rapids. He became well known in 2004 for leading an expedition along the Nile River, starting from Lake Victoria in Uganda and ending in the Mediterranean Sea in Egypt. They paddled the 4,130 miles from Lake Victoria to the Mediterranean together. This journey aimed to raise awareness about humanitarian issues in the region. Coetzee's remarkable journey along the Nile, showcased in the 2005 National Geographic documentary film The Longest River, had the potential to catapult him into the spotlight as a celebrated river running celebrity. However, internal conflicts and controversies surrounding his pioneering descent had left a bitter taste in his mouth regarding large-scale expeditions. Instead of embracing fame and fortune, Coetzee chose to withdraw from the limelight, preferring a quieter, more subdued existence. After his Nile expedition, Coetzee's next adventure took a different path. He stayed in Jinja and studied psychology through online classes from the University of South Africa in 2007. This got him thinking about a research project for his PhD that would explore how the happy feelings he got from being on the river compared to the joy that religious people feel. It was a big change from his usual adventures, focusing more on understanding himself and his experiences. Starting in the spring of 2009, Coetzee began a big journey down the Congo River. He had only his kayaking gear and a change of clothes with him. He spent 5 months on this adventure, which he called the mission of my life. Even though he only had $4,000 to fund the trip, he was determined to go. But things didn't start smoothly. He had to wait for 6 weeks in Kisangani, a large city in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, for his kayak to arrive. This waiting left him feeling anxious and unsure of himself. He wrote to his friends about feeling lonely and hopeless during this time. Writing helped him cope with the stress and uncertainty he was facing. Once Coetzee finally hit the water, he was thrilled by the rapids and the untouched wilderness surrounding him. Despite the Congo's reputation for danger, Coetzee saw its beauty and disagreed with the negative perceptions. Like this, his exciting journey was going well. However, his desire for excitement remained incomplete. In 2010, Hendri Coetzee, accompanied by Americans Chris Corbulic and Ben Stooksbury, they were seeking to navigate the upper Congo River and believed that Coetzee's expertise made him the perfect guide for the expedition. Their mission was not just about adventure, but also about making history by becoming the first people to conquer the river's challenging rapids. Despite his initial refusal to go on any more kayaking adventures, Coetzee agreed to help them plan their route. Coetzee carefully prepared a detailed schedule, relying on his extensive experience as an explorer to provide insights that only someone of his caliber could. Coetzee, well known for his fearlessness and extensive experience navigating Africa's waterways, confidently led the team. Corbulic and Stooksbury, both world-class kayakers in their own right, were eager to collaborate with Coetzee, drawn by the thrill of the unknown and the opportunity to push the boundaries of exploration. They set out along the Rusizi River at the end of October 2010, with the goal of returning home before Christmas. Coetzee's girlfriend eagerly awaited his return, believing that this would be his final expedition. Little did she know, the trio's journey would take an unexpected turn as they faced the realities of life along the riverbanks. During their rest stops and interactions with locals, they learned about the region's widespread crocodile problem. More than 125 people had died at the hands of these predators, whose monstrous size and insatiable appetite for human flesh had been exacerbated by years of conflict in the region. On December 7, 2010, as the trio paddled along the river, they encountered a sharp bend that marked a potential danger zone. Coetzee, despite being a seasoned kayaker, had to impart his knowledge of navigating the African wilderness to Stooksbury and Corbulic. He taught them the importance of creating noise to deter hippos, avoiding eddies where hippos might attack, and steering clear of sunbathing crocodiles on the riverbanks. The day of the attack began like any other, with the trio spotting harmless 3-foot crocodiles along the muddy banks. However, on that fateful day, tragedy struck. Unlike the crocodiles they were used to encountering, which swam on the surface, this one had attacked from below, rising silently and targeting the human form. The entire attack happened in just 10 seconds, and they never saw Coetzee or the crocodile again. Based on the size of its head, the croc was estimated to be at least 15 feet long. The crocodile could have weighed around 2,000 pounds. Such a large crocodile would have dragged Coetzee to the bottom of the river, life jacket and all, and rolled him until he drowned. The immense pressure from the crocodile's jaws, estimated at 5,000 pounds per square inch, would have likely caused Coetzee to lose consciousness within seconds of the attack. Despite the swift reactions of his companions, the crocodile's strength proved overwhelming as he dragged Coetzee beneath the water's surface, leaving Corbulic and Stooksbury in shock and disbelief. Before they could react, the kayak almost completely sank underwater. Prior to the attack, the group had only encountered smaller crocodiles, which made the ferocity and size of this particular predator all the more unexpected. Coetzee's companions, unable to intervene, were left to watch helplessly as the crocodile claimed its victim. Following the incident, Corbulic and Stooksbury quickly paddled downstream to seek assistance from nearby villagers. When they arrived, the locals were initially startled by the sight of frantic white men wearing helmets and thick vests emerging from the river. Stooksbury and Corbulic urgently pleaded with the villagers for a motorboat to take them back upstream to search for Coetzee. They explained using broken French and their arms extended in the universal sign for crocodile jaws that their friend had been taken. But Kabea Maji had no boats. The locals had given up on water travel after 7 of them had been snatched overboard by crocodiles since 2006. 20 minutes later, a crowd of several hundred villagers gathered on the bridge over the Lukuga River. Suddenly, Coetzee's boat and paddle drifted into view. His belongings, including water bottles and equipment, remained neatly arranged in the center of the boat. Surprisingly, neither of the boat or the paddle showed any signs of damage or disturbance. It seemed as though Coetzee had simply vanished from the boat, as if plucked away by the hand of God. Coetzee's remains were never found. On January 7th, his girlfriend Corbulic, Neiman, and about 200 of Coetzee's friends gathered in Jinja for a memorial. They wrote messages to him and placed them on a wooden raft. Then they set the raft on fire and let it drift into Atanda Falls. Before Coetzee embarked on his final journey, he had emailed the 300-page manuscript of his memoir to his girlfriend and a few others. He also left behind thousands of pages of private journals, blog entries, essays, emails, Facebook posts, and chat logs. These writings reveal a man who couldn't resist risking his life in the pursuit of adventure. However, in one passage, written shortly after his solo trip down the Mercian Falls, he seemed to grasp the significance of his actions. In 2013, the story of Coetzee's death was told in the National Geographic documentary Man-Eater of the Congo. Footage of the moment Coetzee was attacked was also included. However, the exact moment the crocodile attacked is not shown. The documentary short film Kadoza about Coetzee was released in 2011. His story was also featured in 2022 as an episode of National Geographic's Edge of the Unknown with Jimmy Chin. Hendri Coetzee's life was marked by daring adventures and a never-ending pursuit of discovery. He may not be with us anymore, but his adventurous spirit will live on in the records of exploration. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more shocking animal encounters, check out the next video. Don't miss out. Hit the subscribe button for more terrifying stories. Until next time, stay safe.